How's it going, everyone? This is Roman from HandyLink. We got a special guest, Connor McKeown. Round of applause, guys. Round of applause. How's it going, Connor, today with you, man?
It is going great. How about yourself, Roman?
Great, great. Busy doing clients' work. How about you, man? How's your schedule been looking like?
Summertime's here, so busy, busy, busy. I love it though.
There we go. There we go. So, pretty much, I want to tackle the topic today of how to start a home improvement business from a beginner because you started only a year ago, and you're doing better than a lot of kids, especially your age. How old are you, Connor?
20.
20, and most kids at 20 years old are in college, and right now Connor's an entrepreneur, started his own business. He's doing good for himself. So a lot of people are inspired to see how Connor can do what he's doing. He knows a lot of skills. He's studied in the last year, and this call and this podcast, I really want to tackle down on what Connor did, what was his hiccups, what was his bumps, how he surpassed it, and how he can give tips to other people to not do the same thing as what he did before. So Connor, let's go back 12 months ago. So I guess March 2024. So you just started not really started your company. I don't think you even started at March yet, right?
No. Let's all the way from the beginning. The first thing I would do is obviously you got to get a truck if you're in the home service industry. So get a job and save up your money. First thing. If it's too hard to get a job, you're probably not meant for a business. So just quit there. But save all your money, get a truck. Don't even start the LLC. Literally just start telling people, get your neighbors, do some work for your neighbors, learn a skill, and then
Yeah.
go from there.
So pretty much that's actually a really good concept you brought up. So you didn't buy LLC right away. You didn't invest into materials right away. So what did you do first to understand, okay, this is successful, I know this will work, and let me invest into my company? So what did you do first to get past step one?
So I had a few days, like obviously where I did good for myself. I made like $500 in like one day, less than 8 hours. So I was like, yeah, this is better than any job. If you do the math, if you make $500 a day, you're pretty good for yourself. You're right around 10K a month. Pretty happy about if I do that.
There you go.
Um, so I would just start working, get out there, honestly, and then once you feel like you found something that makes money, you're interested in, get the LLC, get the insurance, and now you can say you're licensed and insured, and you just opened a whole new ballpark of people you can service for.
So you actually brought up a good point of obviously right now getting a couple of jobs, getting going, starting up your business, opening up the LLC. So let's say Billy Joe wants to start a junk removal or landscaping company, right? He's ready. He wants to start, but he has no clue what's the first thing he should do. So right now, if Billy Joe is watching this podcast, he's like, okay, I want to be where Connor's at. I want to be, making thousands of dollars revenue per month with this business. Only at 20 years old, guys. You don't understand this. At 20 years old, a lot of you guys are college playing video games all day, but Connor's hustling every single day, which is mad respect. So, Connor, let's say Billy Joe's watching this podcast. What would you tell Billy Joe to do right now when he's just starting the idea of, hey, I want to do a labor or home improvement business?
I would tell Billy Joe to make an Instagram and a Facebook and a Google business page if you're serious about it. That's if you're serious, because that takes some time. Not like time, but you gotta do a few things. Create an Instagram, let all your friends and family know that you do the work. So then you have work to show customers that you actually did. And then when they check out your Instagram or Facebook, they can see you doing work so you can build trust. There's lots of things, honestly. A website, I don't think you need a website in the beginning. Honestly, I don't need a website. I have one. I don't need one. So
Okay.
I would create that Instagram, honestly, just so people see your face doing the work. Yeah. What do you have to say about that?
So you actually brought up a really crucial point, which is trust. So, from your experience, I'm pretty sure you mastered the skill of building trust with your clients. So, what are 3 steps for a future entrepreneur, business owner to build trust whenever they go to an estimate or try to record a video or do a job with a client? Because, if you don't build trust, you're not going to land many jobs. So, what did you do specifically to build trust?
Um, always say I'm licensed and insured. That immediately, if you're licensed and insured, it builds trust right there. Let them know about that. And honestly, just be a good person. Like have a conversation with them. Say like, "How you doing?" Just try to make a little bit of connection. And it's so easy when you get word of mouth jobs. Like I just closed one yesterday, and like they already know me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh, I just showed up. I said, "Hey, how you doing?" I gave them the price, and they were very comfortable because they didn't think they're being scammed or anything, which they weren't being. Um, so they're just very comfortable, and they trusted me, so they took the job right away.
Got you. So you got that job through word of mouth, and obviously everyone's end goal is to get your phone ringing, right? So what did you do to build your like clientele base by getting a lot of people to know you? Oh, Connor, I'm gonna hire from landscaper, junk removal, or demolition, right? How did you get your phone ringing when you just started? What did you do specifically?
I went on Facebook groups,
Okay.
and I actually knew someone from high school that was really good with the internet and stuff. And they kind of helped me out, got me jobs, and they were running a little thing going on that they needed a junk removal guy a few times, and I was like, "Yeah, I just got a truck. Let me do some work for you. I'll be at a good price." So I did work for them, got my name, started my Instagram. Then obviously I wanted to make more money, so then I got on Google,
Mm-hmm.
ran some Google ads myself. Instantly failed. Um, and it's like every other person. Advertisement's a scam. Anything's a scam if you're doing it wrong.
True. So there's probably a lot of people watching, maybe experienced people saying that, look, I tried marketing, it didn't work, I burned my money, I don't know how to do it. So what would you do for a person that's watching us and he's not paying for marketing because he thinks it's a scam or thinks it doesn't work? And what would you do if you were in his position?
If someone needs marketing,
Yeah, if they're in the home improvement business.
what I would do is I would find someone that does marketing like yourself, and I would ask them about because there's a million guys out there that do marketing.
Yeah.
Um, I would maybe go on Facebook groups, say, "Yo, can anyone help me with marketing?" Uh, and find a guy, an American guy. You get what you pay for. It's like anything. So find someone. Don't find the cheapest. Don't find the most expensive. Um, and then honestly, just see their work. Have them like look at the work. Maybe watch a few YouTube videos so you can understand it yourself a bit. So like if they're talking rubbish or not. Um,
So I kind of
I
got, yeah, sorry.
I would I would just if I was anyone, I would go with HandyLink.
I appreciate that, but let's say somebody wants to do it themselves, right? They're a smart individual. They're like, I don't want to pay anyone to do it. I want to do it myself. Where would you recommend them to start marketing themselves? The paid version and the organic version. And can you give me like a ranking of top three? What is the best? What is okay? And what is does not work at all? So you don't have to waste your time doing it.
Okay. Everything has a different purpose. Like posting on Instagram, I'm probably not going to get 100 leads a month from it. I might not even get any leads from it. But when I do get a lead and they search up my Instagram or me on the internet, I'll pop up, builds trust.
Mm-hmm.
Um, then Facebook ads, another thing. It's not really expensive. You could easily set them up yourself if you watch the YouTube video. Are they going to be the best? Probably not because you're not professional. It's like when you do your bathroom at your house, by yourself. Uh, it's going to be all right, but it's not going to be professional. Like I said, you get what you pay for. Um, Honestly, the best advertisement is Google Ads. That is like, I love your motto. It's like you're at the shopping line and your credit card's ready. You're just,
Yeah,
you
so
know,
pretty much what I tell everyone is, guys, so Facebook and Google Ads are the two best places, two most popular places where people search for home service industry. And you got to understand that Facebook and Google leads have two different mindsets. Okay? So the Google leads, they're ready. I tell Connor that, look, they're at the store. They already have their credit card ready. They want to give you their information. They want the job as soon as possible, right? So that's why
yeah.
they search up general contractor near me, junk removal near me, landscaping near me, right? But people on Facebook, they're scrolling, right? They're scrolling maybe in the middle of their job, middle of their work, after their work. They see your ad, they're like, oh, actually, I'm interested in this service. Or actually, oh, wait, I was actually curious about this a couple months ago. Let me put in my information. So it's Facebook clients. I would say that they're usually still in the aisle, shopping around, not fully ready to commit yet, but it's much cheaper than Google. So, for example, if your budget is much lower, I would say anywhere underneath $1,000 and under, start with Facebook ads. Your cost per lead will be very cheap. The quality won't be the best, but it's a great way to get in front of a lot of eyeballs in your area for very cheap compared to Google. So, Connor, right now, I guess, what are you doing right now to stay busy for yourself right now in this day?
I'm running Facebook ads, and then I have a Google local set up.
Okay.
Launched my spring, just started basically, so I just launched my ads, and then the first 2 days I got 2 leads, which isn't even good. So, I mean, if you have 7 leads coming in a week, you should easily be able to close like 3 of them.
Okay.
So if I keep on this pace, I'll be pretty happy. And I'm only spending $20 a day. That's nothing. So, Google's pretty good. I get a call every once in a while. I used to get like calls, like 30 calls a month, but I lowered my budget because word of mouth starting to kick in the butt. So
Got
yeah.
you. And let's talk about a little bit about sales system because a lot of these guys think that sales is you go up to a client, you give them a price, and you walk away. So Connor, can you walk me through how when a lead gives you a call or sends you a DM or fills out your form, how does your sales system in your business operate and work from top funnel to the bottom of converted sale? So what do you do?
Okay. So I got a lead 2 days ago for a mulching job. He filled out my form on Facebook. I got his number and I called him, no answer. I left a voicemail. I said, hey, this is Connor. Saw you're interested. And then I sent him a text. He answered the text, and this was like 5 minutes later. I answered the text, and yeah, I forget what he said, but it didn't really matter. Instead of texting him, I instantly called him because I wanted to actually talk to him.
Yeah.
So I talked to him. I said, hey, we'll come out for an estimate. You don't even have to be there. I went out today. I did the estimate. I saw him on the inside. Like I saw his car was parked there, and I saw the lights. So I knocked on the door. I said, hey, I just gave you an estimate. We talked, and then I was like, yeah, I showed him what I was actually going to do. I didn't just say like $900. You know what I mean? I said, we're going to get rid of the weeds there. We're going to mulch. We're going to put some weed killer. And he was like, oh, that's nice. Cause it sounds good. Like,
Yeah.
hey, that's all. Obviously if you say the price, it's the bad thing right away. So I just waited, obviously told him all the good stuff that was going to happen. And then I said my price, and I just said it confident. And then, he liked it, and then he said he'll have to get back to me on the day I can come, which I don't like. Obviously, I like to have them that call, get the deposit, and fill out, be set up because I don't want them any time to think about it. But
Yeah.
he was respectful. I want to respect his time. So I said, all right, no worries, man. But I didn't say call me back when you can. I said, I will call you tomorrow.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I gave him, he has 24 hours to think about when he's available for us to come do the work.
Exactly. So you actually brought up a good point where everyone that's listening up, notice how the second Connor got a lead fill out form, he gave him a call and texted him back right away. Because guys, a lot of people that I know, I work with a lot of home improvement contractors, and the second they get a lead, they just sit on their couch, they don't really care about it, and they just call it a day later. That's not how you run a business. The second lead comes in, that's a hot lead because that's when they're interested that moment. So if you call them as soon as possible as you get the lead, schedule them for an appointment, it's a very high chance that you're going to convert it compared to you give a couple days to a week, then call the lead, right? Because the guy already probably forgot about it or even hired another company. So guys, make sure that you're on top of your leads, you give him a call, and even though Connor right now is still on the pending sale, what does Connor do? He's going to follow up and nurture the lead. So every day he's going to give him a text, going to give him a call saying, hey, so-and-so, how's it going? Great. Well, guess what? Actually, like, let's say Connor, something doesn't happen like next week or so. Connor says, hey, guess what? We have an opening spot on this date. We can do $100 off if we come tomorrow, right? So it kind of builds urgency and shows the client that, hey, look, Connor's packed, which means that he probably does good quality work and everybody trusts him, and he builds urgency. So Another thing I would just add on, Connor, is if you could build urgency saying that, hey, look, maybe you don't close on the spot, but obviously trying to close on the spot is better. So my only tip would be for next time is next time you get an estimate and a client says the objection I need to think about, what you need to tell them is this. You need to also ask them, okay, pricing aside, everything I went over, is there something that I can also, show you? I can show my client's work just to build more trust and tell your story before you even say the price, because the price is the last thing you want to say. Connor said a really good thing. You don't want to go up to the homeowner and say, my price is $1 million. They're going to kick you out and they don't even care about you. You don't want to talk about pricing at all. First, tell your story, tell the process, set frame. Notice how Connor said that I'm going to call you tomorrow. Not like you can call me whenever you want, because he's not going to call you back whenever he wants. He's going to forget about you. So what is Connor going to do? He's going to call him every day and let him know. And the trick is, a couple days goes by, nothing happens. Connor will give him a call and say, hey, look, hey, Billy Joe, I got an opening on this date. I can do $100 off because I want to fill up my schedule. Or $200 off, whatever it takes to land a job. Obviously, don't underbid yourself. But simply nurturing strategies, because if you mess up with the lead doesn't follow through, don't just give up. Keep pushing, right? So, Connor, how many times in your experience in the last 12 months have you got a lead but haven't closed right away but kept following up and then landed a job?
Honestly, like a lot of leads are like that. Like a lot of people do not say yes right away for any job. So kind of if you just remind them you're there, then eventually they'll say yeah. If it takes a month, it's still a job. If it takes a year, you still landed it. You know.
Exactly. You keep following up. So, Connor, and another thing too is what I kind of showed Connor, but Connor really emphasized it a lot, which I really liked, is Connor was tracking everything. So Connor, from the beginning, which is great, you started tracking your P&L, your profit and loss, your expenses, how many leads you were getting, what was your closing rate. So Connor, can you quickly go over the process of what you should track, especially for the tax season? That's not even including the tax season, to understand if you're profitable and what your margins are.
Okay, so I have a Google spreadsheet and I have the client name, the date, and then if it was cash or check
Okay.
or like a credit card. And then I have the net profit, expenses, labor, and the hours it took. Then I have the total profit. So I know everything. And then I also have like a few other things depending on the job we do. I have an expected profit, but I don't really do that anymore, honestly. I kind of know what the prices I'm giving out.
Okay. And by tracking all your profit and losses, and obviously the revenue and profit for the end of the year, how easy was it for you to file taxes for your business?
Super easy.
There we
Super.
go. Because me and Connor know a couple people where they're doing pretty good for themselves, but when tax season comes around, they put a random number in, and what does the IRS do? They don't bite you back right away. They wait 3 to 5 years, get all these penalty points up, then file you for a audit, and you'll get a big fat penalty. So Connor's doing a really good thing, guys. So the second you start your first job, start tracking your profit, your revenue, your expenses, and then obviously the profit at the end of the job. So revenue, expenses, profit, boom. And then put your like marketing budget, because in taxes everything needs to be organized. Put your marketing budget, put your materials, put your tools, because a lot of things can be a write-off, right? Even your truck, your tools. That, for example, when Connor goes to the dump, right, that can be all a tax write-off because that's for his business. So it's very important, guys, that you have everything tracked and you understand the right numbers, because you don't want to put a random number in for your taxes and then hopefully it's the correct one, and then guess what? 3 years later, maybe the business is not even there. You get a $20,000 fine that you don't have. Nobody wants to have that at the end of the day. Okay. So Connor, right now you're doing pretty good for yourself. So what is your plan in the next 12 months when we're going to be speaking for your business?
Um, Man, I have a lot of things I want to. Obviously, there's money I want to start making. Cars I want to buy, trucks I want to buy, tools I want to buy, lots of things. And I don't want to give too much sauce away, but mainly my goals are hitting a certain amount of money.
Nice,
Um,
nice. Okay. And I guess for your just business wise, not talking about revenue, are you looking to obviously get more trucks, invest into a bigger trailer, hire employees? What is your stages right now? Because a lot of people right now is, dreaming to be in your position. They just started. They're too lazy, but you're already a year in. You're a year ahead, 12 months, right? So what do you think your next step is to scale to, the 30K, 50K, 100K mark in your future self?
Employees. Like honestly, I go to the jobs, I work hard when I have to, but if I have employees there, I'm not trying to work that hard. And I hear a lot of people say like if I was the boss, I'd work the hardest, you know what I mean? But when I come home after the job, I have to deal with stuff. I have to clean the equipment, all that stuff, lots of stuff, and find the jobs. That's the hardest part of business. 75% of business is marketing and sales. And so that is the hardest part of business. If you're a salesman, you can own a business. And
Exactly.
I think it's honestly just marketing and sales. So that's really what I'm trying to pin on this year, building a brand, and
Nice.
HandyLink's here to help me.
That
So
that's the goal, guys. That's the goal. So obviously, right now you're looking to scale, and you're talking about how marketing is very important. Do you have a small idea of what you're trying to scale in the marketing? Are you trying to look at different platforms, maybe billboard, flyers, maybe put a wrap on your truck? I guess what's your plan in the future to market locally and market online?
definitely wrap the truck and then just keep killing it online. Online marketing is the best. Everyone has an iPhone nowadays and everyone has it on them 24/7. So that's a billboard itself.
Got
And
you.
I
So
just like everyone's on the internet. And anytime you need something, like even if you're watching this video right now, and if you need something, the first place you go is Google, right? Like everyone. If you're number one on Google, your phone's going to be ringing nonstop.
exactly, exactly. So right now you're talking about Google local ads. Are you looking to scale to Google ads? Are you gonna raise your budget for Google local? I guess what's your plan for this year for Google ads?
Definitely start a campaign. Uh, Google Local's good, but if you want to make that serious money, you got to do some campaigns. Facebook's good too, but Google's the best. Google is king. Pay per click king. I'm talking to you right now, right?
Let's go. That's what we're talking about. So, all right, guys. Well, that's pretty much it for today's episode. So, guys, if you have any questions with Connor, I'm going to link his Instagram down below. And if you want to book a call and discuss further how to start an entrepreneur business, how to start a home improvement business, contact Connor. He's experienced. But if you're looking more into back end stuff, book a call with me. Link in my bio, guys. Take care.